If you want to see, it looks way better now. Like I was working on the help file for the quick search. I didn't get it all done, but if I go to quick search now, and then I actually click on the help file from the quick search.
Aha, look at that.
It now has a few bolded pieces. It's in alphabetical order.
Look how pretty.
Wow, much
Just that
better.
little difference makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So that's what my little micro contribution is today. Okay, Steve was also playing at the same time. I'm going to actually switch, go back to the ones where you guys are at. Everybody click on your chooser for just a quick second. Steve was in there playing in the background on us. We have a fourth option now, okay? Just click on it. You don't have to set it as your default. Okay, this is that little CRM homepage. It basically has some just super dummy, simple links, you know, like take me to time, take me to this. Like we don't even have all those permissions set up yet, type of deal. So that's kind of just for fun. If you
My
wanted
quote
to.
should work for you guys.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can click on my quotes, easy.
So he set this up for our class. Okay.
Just for fun. Like
Cool.
basically where some of Adilas is heading is some people are like, I need a different interface or I need a different this. Interface is so relative, it's funny, okay? Like certain people like different things. Even when I was showing you that little LTF demo and we did a classic and a retro and a punk, different people like different things. So what we do in Adilas is it's going to be a revenue source for us, but it's a great option for a company. Something like a simple CRM functionality page. Watch this. If I hit back, something super, super simple like this, we would charge it out at $100 an hour, depending on how much they needed. That may not take that whole lot of time, you know what I mean? But they're able to be like, oh, that's exactly what I get to. And then they already have a chooser. They could go to the classic homepage, which every single link is permission driven, okay? So like that thing grows and shrinks. There's another one that has a ton of buttons and we gray them out or show them if they're available. Or the map, we just show the general map. And eventually, even if you don't have all of those permissions to use the map, my goal with that would be I want to show you everything so I can help you train and learn what the system is. You may be limited to like what you can click, but as far as the training piece, it still needs to exist there. Otherwise, it'll kind of just look like these random little pieces. So you won't be able to actually get into that section, but you'll know where that section is according to the map. So that'll be kind of fun for the future. Steve, any comments you want to say on, hey, check this out right here. As soon as you land on this page, you don't even have to go to the quick search. We built, if you're a CRM person, you're going to be calling on a phone, you're constantly using the quick search. All we did is we put it as part of your page. It's already blinking there. Watch this. I'm going to set this as my default for just a second. Go to the chooser, come down, set it as my default, and say, as soon as I go home, guess what I can do? 55555 or whatever for my Flintstone guy. Bam. Oh, somebody added another one. Okay, but anyway, it's very quick. If that's my homepage and I rock it back there, say I wanted to go to the advanced search, ADV, bam. Like, it's already preset for me. Like, we can set this stuff up. Remember how we talked about pull versus push technology? There's another way we could do it. What if actually, if I was on the homepage, and this is just a comment, okay, doesn't necessarily mean anything, but what if I have this and I have a little indicator right here? Like I already have today's follow-up, today's logs, today's, like quick links to write these things. What if I actually had like little counters and stuff like this? Hey, you've closed X number of deals, you've done this and this. That starts getting into the push technology where it's starting to say data, rise to the top, okay? Rise to the top. And then that's kind of pushing versus like, oh, I want to go here and pull or extract. Push versus pull. You'll hear a lot about it, and a lot of companies, hey, we're push technology, we're doing this and this. That's great. There are some elements that are awesome of that, but you have to be careful as far as how much you're pushing, because otherwise it can be right in your face, and you're like, quit it. Like it can get annoying. But if the right thing's being pushed, it's exactly what you need. So you have to figure out that little balance. We were supposed to go into parts. We've bounced all over the place today, okay? Real quick, just so we can sum up, where have we been today? I'd like to bounce around the room a little bit. Where have we been? My next goal is to get you into the inventory tracking part. Let's do parts, let's do this, let's do that. I think if we just jump there, we might, I keep hitting home, expecting it to go to the map.
You can hit classic homepage.
I can hit classic homepage. I can click classic homepage.
That link works.
Boom, no problem. Or I can actually say, hey, you know what? I want to get back to the chooser, and I want to set my map as my default homepage. I can switch. So check this out. The reason we actually allow you to switch, and we can build your own, or we can help you integrate some stuff. Say I'm a carpenter, okay, and I have tons and tons of tools in my shed, but I'm going to do a home job. I'm going to grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and I'm going to go over and do my home job. Okay, a same person, even just a normal person, if he has tools in his shed and he's going to go do a carpet job, he's probably not going to grab the stuff for the cement and stuff like that. Okay, so what you do is technically, instead of saying, what's your interface? It's like, well, what would you like your interface to be? I can have multiple different ones depending on the job I'm doing. Say I'm doing reoccurring invoices and deposits. I can have my own little home page in a way just for that. The next second, if I switch and all of a sudden I'm making some calls or some cold calls to a customer, I can switch to my CRM page. Like, you have to realize that we just blew the door open on this thing as far as like, what's your interface? What would you like it to be? And it's custom to that person. Going back to that analogy, you have tons of tools in the shed. That's the Adilas system. What do you need for your job?
Today.
I'm doing POs. You know what? I might end up doing some other stuff right now. I'm doing receiving today. I have a bunch of stuff coming in, and I want just my buttons that I deal with receiving right here. So we're like, and if they want that, they can basically, eventually, eventually,
I heard that.
eventually we're going to let you build your own little things like this. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're actually offering us somewhat of a revenue stream for Adilas, and also as options for you. Hey, I need my receiving. Hey, I just want my retail quick card. Hey, I just want my, like, you can modularize this thing to forever, but it still exists in the whole realm of the whole application, okay? Really quick, let's do a review, and then I promise we're going to get to parts and stuff, okay? Because that's a huge, meaty portion. We may not bounce through everybody, but I'd like to at least get 3 or 4 of you to comment on something that we've covered this morning, kind of as a review, kind of helping us to do a review. Wayne, can I call on you?
I'd say everything is super searchable.
Super searchable.
Call it quick.
All data is live and searchable. It keeps coming back to us, and we're like, wow, we just made that because it was kind of a fun acronym, but it's it's kind of grown on us a little bit.
And you have keywords that really are they're important keywords.
Correct. So if we're
Drive
talking
you
quick
to the
searches,
place.
there are a bunch of keywords that you can do, and they'll let you bounce anywhere you want to go quick. Awesome. Very good. Anybody else have a comment? Shannon, can I
Quick
call on you?
search, that's what I was thinking for the morning. Quick search, great key.
The quick search is a great key. It's awesome stuff. Read that help file. I'll keep working on it. We're making it better and better and better. Sherry, can I call on you a little bit? Just kind of a recap of this morning a little bit. Where are we at?
We had reviewed all the quick searches, the numerous fields for keywords we can search through customers as well as quotes.
New? Shannon.
That's pretty much
Sure.
what we got.
We've done quotes and customers and
Quotes
stuff like that.
and customers and what your quick search fields were for all the numerous
So
ways you
take
can
this.
search.
Awesome.
You can
Great.
stand or-
Can you make a comment on what we've covered this morning?
Well, just on the searches, there's just so many ways, so many paths to get to one thing. I mean, you can, whatever feels comfortable for you or whatever, there's not one path to actually do what you want to do. You can do several.
Okay. Great. That's great. That's awesome. Cheryl.
A lot of times I understand what's going on behind, but sometimes it's my computer skills that really throw me off. And so I really appreciate the title being up there on the page, because sometimes I think, where'd it go? I can't find it. If I look at that title of the page, I'm really getting to the point where that's really helping me figuring out, oh, I'm on the wrong place.
Yeah.
I need to go back. Because that's where I have a problem is my computer skills, my typing skills.
That's great. Guess what we do for tech support? Hey, I'm doing this and this and this and this and this. What page are you on?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I can see how that's.
And they're like, I have no clue. Go up by the logo and look, there will be a title, okay? Every single page, watch this. If I click on invoices, invoice homepage.
Yeah.
If I click on this, parts and general inventory homepage. If I click on start cart, like, oh, you're on the start cart page, no problem.
This is where you need to go,
I
yes.
can take you there. The cool thing about that particular title, guess what shows up in your super back button? Watch this. You know, watch
Oh,
this.
okay.
We just bounced the parts homepage, the start cart, and
Yeah,
the invoice
yeah,
homepage.
okay,
And then
so-
the one after that was the interactive map. Watch this. If I click on my super back button, click, parts, invoice, interactive map. That's all I can remember in my mind right now. But I can jump anywhere. Oh, back to the invoice homepage. Those are the things, it actually gets recorded. Technically, what that's called, it's called the title. That's a technical term, but that's why it's able to kind of track itself through. It's the page title. Okay, awesome. Any other comments as far as what we did today? We're getting ready to go into parts.